Hey you guys, Rachel Yaseen with Posture Therapy Worldwide. I'm coming to you from Western Australia as I'm cycling along the Munda Biddi trail as part of my larger trip around the world. Right now, trying to circle Australia. And let's see, what did I want to tell you? First of all, there's kangaroos all around me. The problem is that they're scared, and so literally they're just out of like photographic distance, and so I can't show you them, but I don't know, there's probably 50 kangaroos and their little babies just hopping all around. And I actually was able to get a small video of these precious little kangaroos. Actually, some of them are giant, like taller than me, that I'll try and post a little bit later. But so yeah, I'm in an area right now in Western Australia where is becoming a lot more popular amongst Australian tourists because they can't travel abroad. But it is honestly like the best kept secret. It's just the most stunning forest and all of these paths and rivers and lakes, and just like incredibly charming. I'm in a town right now called Quinninup, and it's basically like this little caravan park where we're staying. Often we just camp out in the wild, but it rained a lot last night, so we were really glad to find a place. And at these caravan parks, there's people camping in tents, there's people camping in like their trailers that they pull along, and then they have these little cabins that are like, they have a kitchen, and it's just absolutely adorable. And then in this little town, so there's the caravan park and there's a tavern, and that's it. That's all there is. That's all there is. And otherwise it's just like stunning forest. Okay, so today, posture therapy. So what I want to share is these 4 exercises that I've chosen that are specifically for what I notice in so many of my clients of all ages, even the young ones, and especially the young ones. So there's like this rounded shoulder thing that happens, and then also this extension that happens in the low back, which actually causes an inability to really get a full breath in. And so today I really want to focus on extension. And the idea here is, as I said yesterday, it's not really just about stretching, and it's not just about strengthening. It's all of these exercises are about stabilizing and balancing. And realigning the body so that all of the joints are loaded right on top of one another, and that makes us actually work more efficiently. So we're going to start with exercise called elevated child's pose, and you might think, yeah, I know this one from yoga, no big deal, but this is actually follow along, and it's actually a fantastic exercise. So I just need to make sure that you guys can see my mat. Yeah, that should be okay. So come onto the floor, and you're going to come onto all fours so that your hips are above your knees, your shoulders are above your wrists. And then you are going to sit your seat back over your heels, but you're not going to be exactly down like this. That's not the right one. In fact, let me turn my mat so you guys can really get a good view of this, because it's important. So in this one, you want to be about like that far above. So you're like this, you sit your seat back, not all the way to your heels, probably about 6-8 inches above, and then you start to walk your arms forward, and then resting the head on the ground. If your head does not come to the ground, Then what I'd like is for you to get like a prop, maybe like if you have a block or a pillow or some blankets to put your head on, like that. If it comes down to the ground, we're gonna stay here for 1 minute. Pushing your hands into the ground. The idea here is that staying in this pose, the hips and the shoulders are all in a line. So you're not collapsing, you're staying in a line. And as you stay here, just take a couple breaths more, taking deep breaths into your belly. And then walking back up again, sit on your heels. If this is a tough one, if you can't sit on your heels, take a block or some blankets and put them underneath your seat to give you like a little height. You might be literally all the way up here with some kind of blanket or something like that under you. It doesn't really matter as long as you feel stable and as long as you don't feel any pain. If you feel any pain in this one, it means you're compensating. We're not going for that. In the posture therapy exercises that I teach and that I give to my clients, the idea is that we're not going to pain, because when you feel pain, it's your body's way of telling you that there's something wrong. So you're here in this what we call hero's pose, and just to sit here for like, I don't know, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes is fantastic, drawing the shoulder blades back together. But what we're going to do for today is you're going to extend your arms out. Your fingers are clasped together, and you have like a tilt in your pelvis. So it's not this one, but a little bit of a tilt in the pelvis forward. And then we're just going to take the arms up above the head. If this one is too difficult, just come down like this. We're gonna take the arms above the head. If you feel comfortable here, looking forward, that's fine. Keeping the arms straight. But if you can, start to look up. And notice that I can feel that my pelvis, to help me do this, wants to tuck under. Keep the pelvis tilting forward, the hip bones tilting forward. It's a bright sun. We had a crazy rain last night. It was pouring rain about 15 minutes ago. Now the sun is just blasting at me. And we hold this one for 1 minute. I think we're about 30 seconds in. Okay, and release. The next exercise is called hand, leg, opposite lifts. And for this one, I think I'm going to tilt my mat. Well, I'm going to show you this one in 2 different positions. So you come on to all fours like this, and then we're going to lift the left leg and the right arm. So the left leg comes up and the right arm comes up. And then, I'm just demonstrating this real quick. And then opposite. So I can feel my leg wants to bend. Real straight. Straight arms, straight legs. And we hold for, let's say 5 seconds. We'll do 3 to each side. So come on to your, oh, the flies are starting. We have biting flies here. Okay, so you're going to extend the left leg and the right arm. Oh, you guys, these flies are so bad. I'm gonna shorten this video as a result. We're just going to hold each of these. Let's say we'll do 2 on each side. Oh, stay in line. They're called March flies. They're very special to this area, and apparently this season has been extended because it's been quite cold here. Actually, it's an Australian summer, but it's been cold. It never really felt like summer. Okay, so you're gonna hold 5 seconds on each side. Ultimately, if you can try and do, let's see, do 10 total of these. And then the final exercise that I want to show you is called Superman's. And for Superman's, you're going to come to lay on your belly and your arms come out. Let's see. And you're just going to lift the arms and the legs up. So the arms come up and the legs come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. This is such a hard one for me to get my legs up. And we're going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if you can do hold till 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we'll do one more. So when we do this exercise, you want the feeling like you're lifting up, but also like that your hands are moving forward and your feet are moving back. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! Oh my goodness, that's a tough one. All right, let me just get this all set. All right, you guys, so try these. They're all about a combination of balancing, stabilizing, realigning, and the theme today was a lot about extension and really getting the breath in. You might start to notice that you can breathe a little bit more deeply now than before. So try these exercises, and I can tell you for sure that I will have connection tomorrow. So we're going to be taking, I don't know, it's really not that long. I think it's like 43 kilometers into the next town. But I'll tell you, these paths are so hard. Our bicycles are fully loaded. Oh, and the flies are so bad too, sorry. But it's so beautiful, but so hard, really a challenge. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow with more posture therapy exercises. Again, it's so good to do these every single day. There's something that I often say, which is it's better to do the exercises 5 minutes every day than like an hour once a week. It's about re-educating the body how to move. And I'm just watching these kangaroos bouncing around, and they're like a little bit too far away to show, but oh, they're just absolutely adorable. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh, and also any requests that you have, please feel free. Any questions that you might have,